Black baby boomers, 2212. Black baby boomers and celebs are scrambling to support Kamala Harris's stumbling campaign. All that and more on episode number 98 of Up to Speed with Trip Simpson.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audience.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Art. A to the RT. So many niggas want beef, go to Arby's. Not too many rappers in this game that can stop me feeling cocky. Cause my flow hella stocky. Yeah, and I does this shit. Flow sick, something like when your two cousins kiss. Ew. And y'all niggas know who run this shit. They out of breath. Tell the coach I need 100 bricks. Let me cook them in the oven quick. Take them out when these percussions kick. Yeah, and it was never really a discussion, kids. Trade you to another team like the Russians did. Whoa, what the bitches that be sucking dick? Hit me up, you know I love that shit. Yeah, and it's all go when I touch that bitch. Pass it to me, watch me clutch that shit. Swish, swish.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Up to Speed with Trip Simpson. I am your host, Trip Simpson, in the building.
The first of his name, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
That's right. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get this live stream off the ground today, first and foremost, you know we got to handle business. Let's get to it.
Family moving up in the business. I know you're gonna look after family.
What family you talking about, Ice?
Fuck, I look invisible, nigga.
That's right, I am not invisible. So do me a favor, if you're watching live on YouTube, live on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, hit that like button for me. Hit that share button. And also, if you're not already subscribed and you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Let's get it. All right, so I got a lot I want to talk about today, all right? Obviously, we know today is election day. It's a lot of shit going on. I got a lot I want to get at today. But first and foremost, I got to handle this old head nigga on Facebook that keeps playing with me. Now, don't get me wrong. There's no disrespect to this guy, right? I know this guy in real life. You know, we're friends or whatever, but right now he's suffering from a severe case of TDS. He is suffering from a severe case of TDS, and that would be Trump derangement syndrome. All right, and I find that a lot of black baby boomers and black baby boomer adjacent Negroes all suffer from this terrible condition. Okay? And I just want to give you a quick example because he keeps on calling me out because of my political preferences. So he wants this smoke and I got to give it to him. All right, I got to give it to him. So let's get it. All right, so this is his Facebook page. You know what? Let me just enlarge this real quick. This is his Facebook page. This is Rob Rollins' Facebook page, right? And I just want to get to some of the derangement here, right? Every day he's tagging me about Trump. Everything he does is about Trump. Now, I want to get to the main thing. It really caught my attention. Now, he reposted something I did. You can see Trip Simpson right here. And I basically said, you should have seen the look on them old ladies' faces when I walked into Turkey Thicket Voting Center. Turkey Thicket is the place that you vote in Ward 5. That's my ward in Washington, D.C., right? So I said, you should have seen the look on them old ladies' faces when I walked into Turkey Thicket Voting Center with my Trump 2024 shirt and MAGA hat on. Priceless. And he says, he shares it and basically tries to put me on blast, right? Like I'm not a out front Trump supporter. right? He says, this is Trip Simpson, a DC firefighter that's MAGA. He said, well, read the post. His post about the look on the little old ladies' faces with his Trump hat and shirt. Facebook, if he posts a picture for the young men, not the little old ladies, I will cash app him $100. He's a true MAGA, bullying old ladies, but not men. Like, I don't get this. I don't understand this, bro. I really just don't understand this. Who am I bullying? Who am I bullying by talking about my political preference? Who am I bullying by wearing a t-shirt to go vote? How does the mere presence of a t-shirt bother someone to the point where it's bullying? I was very polite to the old ladies, and they were polite to me for the most part, but they had little slick shit to say. Now, it is against DC law to go to the voting booth with political paraphernalia on, so they made me zip up my shirt. And one of the old ladies was like, you need to burn that shirt when you leave here. But other than that, it was nothing. But this old Negro is making something out of nothing. Just look at what this guy posts on a regular basis, bro. Look, he posts me again. Trump, do you see Trump stroking the mic, giving it his throat? He tags another person about Trump. Everything he posts, Trump, 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 Trump. Trumpers, show your face. It's game time. Trump practicing sea-sucking skills for jail. You see, he tags me again somewhere. Where is that at? There's niggas for Trump. There's a niggas for Trump meeting at the Capitol. Trump treats you like you're slow and send money tonight. Get off your ass and your feet and go vote. Like, all he talks about is Trump. Let's go to some of the posts where he just keeps tagging me. All right, this is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Let's go. Here you go. Trip Simpson. Post your MAGA hat pic and your podcast name. And I'm telling this dude, like, bro, literally, the podcast comes on my Facebook page. Why do I need to post anything? Use your brain, bro. Trip Simpson, did you see the Trump suck the mic, or was that you? I'm telling you, bro. Here's Rob right here. Clap it up for Rob. Clap it up for Rob. But Rob, like so many other older black folks, they have this Trump derangement syndrome, man. And it's just getting crazy at this point, bro. Vote for who you want to vote for. You ain't never seen me attack anybody for voting for Kamala Harris. Now, do I think that your political IQ is up to par? No, I don't. But I'm not going to insult you for it. I'm not going to call you idiot. I'm not going to call you out. I'm not going to try to put you on blast. I don't want you to be fired from your job. You know what I mean? I just want you to exercise your right as an American citizen and vote for who and what you believe in. That's it. Notice you only see these attacks coming from a certain side. You don't see Trump support. Like, if you go to a room full of Trump supporters or a room full of conservatives or Republicans and you give your political preference, right? No one is going to call you out for it. No one is going to call you out for it. They're just going to have a civil conversation with you and be fair. You do that with the left, it's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. But that's what I want to get at today, man. I want to get into that today. So we're going to leave Rob Rollins alone for the rest of the day. I hope he's watching, because if he is, I'll put a link in the chat so he can call in and give his opinion. But we're going to leave Rob alone, man. We're going to get into the topic. So anyways, today, of course, we are just a few hours away from one of the most craziest elections in modern history. That's right. And I don't use the word crazy as an indictment on the shenanigans coming from both candidates' campaigns. It's not really about that. I say it's crazy because, to me, in my humble opinion, it shouldn't even be this close. The fact that the race is this close says volumes about the mental state of a large portion of American society. How so? How so? Because damn near half of the adult population in the United States thinks that we can fix the problems caused by the last 4 years of an incompetent administration by voting in the second in charge of that same failed regime. There was a poll that went out from several media companies and polling agencies a couple weeks ago that asked the American people if they thought that the country was on the right track. Now, in some polls, as much as 79% of the people said it was not on the right track, excuse me. The lowest I've seen was 65%, right? So 65, 80%, but on average, we got about 70% of Americans that believe we're on the wrong track. And still, around half of the population thinks we can fix it by adding another 4 years of the same failed policies. Now, how does this make any damn sense? And it's even worse in the so-called black community, because damn near 80% of us think that this dingbat broad should be the leader of the free world. 80% of us. Now, granted, it's an improvement from the 90+% that we usually support these people at. But still, 80% of black people want this woman to be president. 80%. And there's no logical reasoning behind it besides the fact that she pretends to be a black woman and that she's a Democrat. And it's funny. It's funny to me because you always hear Negroes whining and crying about white supremacy and about how Black Lives Matter and all this garbage. But if you ask the average black person why they are voting for Kamala Harris, the first thing they're going to tell you is reproductive rights. That's the first thing they're going to tell you. And that's basically the right to delete your own offspring. Now, maybe I'm crazy, but can anyone explain to me how the right to unalive your own children fights white supremacy? Can anyone explain that to me? The whole basis of white supremacy is the eradication of what they consider inferior races. So if you have one political party who is heavily pushing you to smoke your own babies, and the other one is advocating for you to explore options into keeping them, how are they the white supremacists? How are they the white supremacists? How are the conservatives who are advocating for you to give birth to a black life white supremacist? Since 1973, Roe versus Wade, over 22 million black babies have been deleted. And it's been the Democratic Party via Planned Parenthood openly pushing for it. And we just went down that Planned Parenthood rabbit hole last episode, so we ain't gonna do it again tonight. But to my point, we got record numbers of inflation. All right? We got the all-time Guinness Book of World Records numbers for illegal border crossings. Damn near 500,000 felons from third world countries are let into America without a vetting process. All right? Men playing in women's sports. Grown-ass men using the bathroom with little girls. World War III getting closer and closer by the day. Funding all these foreign countries and foreign wars when we got Americans going through it right here at home. And you telling me this is who you niggas is stressing me to vote for? I can't take any of you niggas seriously, man. I mean, let's just go to the local level. Let's go to the local level of government for Democrats, right? Especially these Negro Democrats. Look at the piss poor job these people are doing. Look at the piss poor job these people are doing in each and every one of their respective jurisdictions. Almost every Democrat ran city by black Democrats is in shambles. Almost every one of them. perfect example right here. Give me a second. Perfect example. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Judy, Mayor Brandon Johnson is facing a nearly $1 billion budget deficit. He told council members. Judy, Mayor Brandon Johnson is facing a nearly $1 billion.
Check this out. This is crazy.
Budget deficit. He told council members here this afternoon that raising property taxes is an important way to fill that gap. But now he's got to convince 26 members to go along with him, and it appears at this point that could be an uphill battle. Mayor Brandon Johnson was more than 40 minutes into his speech before he broke the bad news to homeowners across the city.
This budget currently includes a property tax increase of $300 million to fund and keep our commitment to fund not just our pension contributions, but to fund the future of our city.
All right. Now, did you hear what he just said? And I'm not sure if the audio is coming in correctly. Somebody said, Steve says there's a delay. Hopefully that's corrected. Hopefully that delay is corrected. But if you heard what he just said, the city of Chicago is now presenting a $300 million property tax increase on the citizens of Chicago to face what they now have this year is a $400 million deficit, and they're already almost $1 billion in the hole for 2025. Now, if you, I don't know if you guys paid attention to this race in Chicago, but when he was running for mayor, he ran on the fact that he wouldn't up property taxes. But now they've let so many illegal immigrants into Chicago and they're spending so much money on them, the city is now in one of the biggest deficits known to man. They're already in the hole $400 million this year. And next year they're in the hole $1 billion. It's November. The fiscal year for 2025 just started last month, and they're $1 billion in the hole. But this is who niggas vote for.
Blood clot.
This is who niggas vote for. Let's go.
The reaction from council members indicating support for the property tax increase was questionable. It comes on top of the recent assessments which already raised tax bills across the city.
Property taxes are regressive taxes. A property tax increase is a regressive taxation. I think that's something that we cannot afford.
Alderpersons also frustrated they got no advanced briefings and only officially learned of the property tax hike today.
I would say I am concerned that we are burdening the taxpayers significantly with the largest property tax increase in decades.
The mayor said the tax hike will allow him to avoid mass layoffs, but there will be 743 vacant positions eliminated across the city, with 400 of them coming from the police department.
Did you hear this? They're about to lay off 400 cops to pay for illegal immigrants. I mean, as violent as Chicago is, they're going to let go of 400 cops. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what world this makes sense to people. I don't know what world this makes sense to people. What kind of governing is this? What kind of politician? What kind of leader says, you know what? I'm going to screw my own people over and just let in a whole bunch of people who don't belong here, have never paid a lick of taxes. I'm just going to bring them over, pay for them to live, and screw my own people over. I blame you niggas, man. I blame you niggas because you vote for this shit over and over and over again. And then you sit up and talk about you oppressed. You voted for this shit. You're oppressing yourselves. Chicago's ran by a black man who's running the goddamn city into the ground. He's in charge of everything. First off, I don't believe in blaming others for your conditions in life. But if you want to blame somebody, blame him. I wouldn't advise it. I'd look in the mirror and try to better myself. But if you want to blame somebody, blame him. Let's go. go.
The mayor saying given the city's fiscal crisis, the choice was between raising property taxes 4% or cutting 4,000 city jobs, with more than half of them from police.
When it came down to either mass layoffs, curbing vital city services, or an increase in property taxes, I would certainly much rather tax the rich.
So I think that having these conversations with citizens and say, do you want this? And I guarantee you, the citizens are going to say that, no, we don't want those reductions. We want to have services.
But the question is, will the mayor have the needed support?
I'm going to say I'm a hard no, but I don't support a property tax. And so I always like to go back to listen to what my constituents are saying and what they want.
And I represent a community taxes due to rising property values and reassessment. The prospect of another property tax increase is a very difficult one for my neighbors. So I want to hear from them.
So there we have it. We don't got to go through this whole video, but you see what I'm saying. This is the example of the type of leadership that black people vote for, and it gets worse. It gets worse. All right, let's go throwback. We talked about this next woman that I'm about to talk about. We talked about her a while back, right? This is from a town right outside of Chicago, right? This is from a town right outside of Chicago. Look who these Negroes voted in. Matter of fact, she got not one, but two political appointments from the people of her jurisdiction. Let's go. Let's get it.
We are walking all our way to Cary, on our way to Springfield. Make sure you support the cause and support the movement.
The South Suburban politician spends taxpayer dollars on a march to Springfield to promote her personal charity. But when we started asking questions, the party's over.
Fox 32 and the Illinois Answers Project, part of the Better Government Association, are investigating the charitable foundation of Tiffany Henyard, who was on two public payrolls as Dalton Mayor and Thornship Township Supervisor.
What we found is raising serious questions about the use of taxpayers' dollars, employees, and equipment. Fox 32's Dave Placco investigates where all that money is going.
Nobody knows.
Tiffany Henyard certainly isn't shy about attracting attention. Here she is starting a Dalton Village board meeting, dressed like the Wesley Snipes character in the movie New Jack City.
You niggas are a joke. You niggas are a joke. This woman is starting a city council meeting dressed like Nino Brown. This is what you niggas vote for. This is what you vote for. But you want to blame the white man. Nah, you niggas vote for this. Let's go.
Later, punctuating her political points with the help of her own DJ.
Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me. Thank you, DJ.
Henyard's picture.
She said every single resident, bitch, about to have my money. Pay me what you owe me, bro. Let's go, man. Let's go. We gotta let this shit sink in today.
And name adorned virtually every public posting, both from Dalton, where as mayor she makes $46,000 a year, and in Thornton Township, where as the elected supervisor, she collects more than $200,000 a year. But for all that money, Henyard's tenure at both has been chaotic, with firings, scandals, and a legal battle with the Dalton trustees over spending. So last fall, Henyard did something that would seemingly generate some good publicity, helping establish the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation to help breast cancer patients. And on the very day the charity was chartered, it received a huge donation, $10,000, from the Thornton Township Board, which Henyard presides over.
Oh my God. And y'all and niggas is asking me why I don't vote Democrat, why I don't vote with niggas. It's because of shit like this. You niggas don't know what you're voting for. You see somebody that looks like you and you automatically think they have good intentions. They don't have good intentions. They rarely have good intentions. I'm not going to name no names, but the same shit going on in DC. Everybody thought a certain somebody had good intentions. Oh, turns to find out that nigga didn't either. And I personally like the guy. I think he's a good guy. You know, if we're not talking about politics. Somebody says, Aaliyah Stevens says Trump does. Yeah, he does. He definitely does. If you'd like to argue about it, you know what I mean? I'll put the link in the chat and we can discuss it. But yeah, I definitely do think Trump does. For sure. But anyway, let's look at this shit, guys.
Taxpayer money shouldn't be paid into those types of things.
Stephanie Wiedemann is the former Thornton Township Chief of Staff whom Henyard fired shortly after taking over in March of last year.
It almost felt like a takeover, and a very aggressive one at that.
Since her firing, Wiedemann has been documenting township spending and says she's stunned by the taxpayer dollars funneled into Henyard's charity, especially this.
We got 10 days. We're going 196 miles.
Last October, Henyard led a delegation of Dalton and Thornton Township employees and political supporters on a march to Springfield to promote her breast cancer charity.
Real quick, if you're watching right now on Facebook, YouTube, X, or Instagram, do me a favor, share this video. Hit the like button, share this video, and don't forget to comment in the live chat below. All right, by liking the video, sharing the video, and commenting on the video, you help get this into the algorithm. Let's get it.
Which she documented on her Facebook page.
We're walking through them. Hi, we're Brightwood now. We are in Godly now. We in Bloomington, baby.
I can pretty much map out their entire Springfield trip on the township credit cards.
That's right. Henyard billed thousands of dollars in hotel rooms and meals during the trip to Thornton Township and Dalton credit cards. In addition, the videos show Henyard used multiple village and township vehicles owned by taxpayers to escort the caravan, including a flatbed trailer with a photographer, flying a drone, and a DJ.
We got an idea right here coming from Dalton all the way to Springfield.
But they didn't always walk.
We on motorbikes, baby.
At times, riding electric bikes.
Yeah, I see my bike.
Bro, this is why we are the laughing stock of the political sector. This is why the Democrats don't take you seriously. And we're going to get on what they do later. This is why they have Cardi B and Glorilla coming out to talk to you to get your vote. Because you vote for people like this. You vote for people like this. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. Now, when it comes to cities run to the ground by black Democrats, Atlanta pretty much takes the cake. Blood clot. Crime is through the roof. The school system is piss poor. You know, all the similar symptoms of failure. But the thing that takes the cake about Atlanta is the sheer ratchetness that takes place from everywhere from the worst project in the area all the way up to the highest ranking elected officials. Now, y'all remember this judge? We covered her a while back too. Do y'all remember this judge in ATL that was voted in? Let's get to her. I just want to give y'all a reminder. Yo, we going on a trip down memory lane of all the foolery that goes on with black politics in the Democratic Party. All right? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Tonight we are getting another look at the recent arrest of a former Douglas County judge outside of a Buckhead club.
That's right. Atlanta police issuing a statement saying Christina Peterson rushed towards a security guard who was escorting someone out of the club and then started screaming at the guard and police before pushing the officer multiple times. 11 Live Molly watch this extended.
I got a question, man. How come every time, right? Every time they need someone to defend some foolery, that a black person does is always a nigga in the bow tie. A nigga in a bow tie standing front and center trying to defend them. Why is that?
Blood clot.
Is that a requirement when you're about to use the race card? That must be a requirement. A nigga in a bow tie. If you're about to try to use the race card, a nigga in a bow tie has to come out first. They have to. They have to.
Police body and dash cam video that was released today, and she's breaking that down for us tonight.
June 20th, when Atlanta police arrested former Douglas County probate judge Christina Peterson outside a Buckhead club. This video was released within a week of her arrest, where Atlanta police say Peterson pushed an officer in the chest.
And I would love to see. Can you play it back?
An extended look now coming from the camera's view of the back seat, where Peterson was for hours.
Disrespecting the black women.
Here we go. They go straight to the race card, disrespecting the black woman. Like, bro, I'm telling y'all, this shit don't hold no weight no more. It doesn't hold any weight. You Negroes have ran it to the goddamn ground. The black card has been declined. It is no longer, it's like this Discover card. Nobody accepts it anymore. Nobody accepts it. So you might as well stop using it.
Falsely accusing a black woman.
The footage starts with her continually praying, with some interactions with officers and what sounds like someone over the radio.
Nothing. Nothing, ma'am. Nothing. He hit a woman. He abused a woman, ma'am.
And calling for people to
look at the videotape, ma'am. He punched a woman to the ground and then he did me the same.
He says Trump 2024.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Let's get it.
Previously released body camera footage. It shows the officer saying Peterson punched him. Back in the back seat. Back in the back seat. About 15 minutes in, you hear the officer ask for her name, and when she doesn't respond, he continues asking.
I know my rights. I know you have not committed a crime. Book me in. I have not committed a crime. Book me in. I have not committed a crime.
Throughout the footage, you can hear officers explaining that they footage. You can hear officers cursing at the officer, telling him she's not a felon. The officer then tells her, the officer then tells her, Peterson was actually charged with simple battery against a police officer and obstruction of law enforcement officer. After more than 3 hours, we see Peterson get out of the car for good. Peterson was later released on a $5,000 bond. Her attorney previously told 11 Alive that he believes charges will get dismissed. Molly Oaks, 11 Alive News. 11 Alive News.
And we do know that the Georgia Supreme Court removed Christina Peterson from the bench.
Bro, this is what niggas vote for. We went from Chicago to the suburbs of Chicago all the way down to Atlanta, but it's the same thing rings true wherever you go. Baltimore, same thing. Detroit, same thing. Washington, D.C., same thing. The only reason that we aren't underwater in Washington, D.C. is because of the federal government.
Blood clot.
Without the feds, we'd be underwater just like the rest of these cities. Because you have this overwhelming population of black folks who refuse to use their brains when it comes to voting. They vote with their emotions. They don't vote with common sense. They don't vote with any vision. It's like black women like, oh, she got a wig and lashes like me. Oh, vote for her. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. But this is what you niggas vote into office. This is what y'all deem acceptable. Even when we get into the whole Fannie Willis conversation, right? Speaking of Atlanta, even the whole Atlanta all voted in Fannie Willis. Fannie Willis has got to be in the Hall of Fame for the biggest embarrassments of all time for black women. The top two cases that would define her probable short tenure as DA. She's up for election today for Fulton County. But her top 2 cases, she completely fumbled. And not only did she fumble them, they both involved her sex life. Now, we all know how she dropped the ball with the whole Trump situation and her using government funds to pay her lover. That case is pretty much over. Then we got the Young Thug case where she tried to convict Young Thug with the RICO case for allegedly killing her former criminal lover, a man by the name of Nut or Big Nut, or whatever his name is. Pause.
I got that thug in love.
But that was about a dude that she used to bang. I mean, this shit is crazy. Here we have a woman with one of the most prominent positions in the state of Georgia involved in some ghetto street rap nonsense. And then she tried to take it to another level with the BS, with this RICO case, and that blew up in her face. But I ain't mad at her. I'm not mad at her, because these are the type of people that you Negroes go out and vote for. And y'all looking at me crazy for going the complete opposite way. Yo, when I see a group of niggas going, if I see 8 or more niggas going one direction, I'm going the opposite way. Because I know it ain't nothing good around the corner. And politically, it's the same thing. Politically, it's the same thing. There is no way in hell I will likely ever vote for another Democrat again unless there are some drastic changes in that party. And that's real. But you got to give it to the Democrats, though. You got to give it to the Democrats because they know their slow-ass base. They know their base. And for the record, I'm not calling Black Democrat voters slow in general. Okay? Most of my family is voting Democrat, and most of them are very smart. Except when it comes to politics. Except when it comes to politics. But anyways, the Democrats, they know their base. Because they've been dragging out all your favorite celebs in a last-ditch effort to secure their base, which is slipping. Yes, black vote is slipping. But honestly, this is just embarrassing at this point. We should really be taking offense to the way these people are trying to court our vote. All right? We should really be taking offense. Shout out to my man, Guns and Cafe. My man says Puerto Rico's for Trump.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about?
He also says, salute, whole family voted red. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Salute the Guns and Cafe, loyal listener. So, anyway, the first example I want to present to you guys is none other than Cardi B herself. Now, this is how you know they got dirt on all these motherfuckers right here. This is how you know. Check out this video from earlier this year from Cardi B. We're going to walk this one down slow. Check out this video from earlier this year. All right, from Cardi B. Hold up. Give me a second. We're going to get into this. All right. Let's go. All right, this is Cardi B earlier this year.
Don't fucking ask me. I don't give a fuck. The resume that they sent. I don't give a fuck. I'm not endorsing no fucking presidents no more. Because we could fund 2 wars. We could fund 2 wars. Motherfuckers.
Real quick, shout out to James Bates on YouTube. He says, we have to save America today. Vote Trump. Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Shout out to you, bro. BC from the Bronx says the only reason for men to vote for women's rights is because their lives revolve around chasing loose buns. Facts. Facts. Let's go. Let's cook.
About we don't got it, but we got it. We're the greatest nation. No, the fuck we're not. We're going through some shit right now. Like, say it. We really going through. We really are fucked right now. And yeah, we talking about we could fund 2 wars. That's like a nigga trying to front like, yeah, I got the money to support 2 bitches, but you really don't. Y'all talking about y'all don't make negotiation with the ops, but y'all need to sit the fuck down with these people and find agreement. No, we cannot fund these fucking wars. We can't. Keep it a bean. We can't. This is fucking crazy. And then you know what?
Bro, this is Cardi B a few months ago. This is Cardi B. She's cooking.
I told myself this week, like, yo, the internet right now is too dark because celebrity drama, of course, we love it, we infuse with it, we watch it, but it's like, yo, that's little of what's really going on in the world right now. That's nothing compared to what's going on in the world right now. The world is in fucking shambles.
Okay, so there you hear it. Just a few months ago, out of Cardi B's mouth, the world is in effing shambles. She said it herself. Now, if you don't remember, when Kamala was on The View about 2 weeks ago, they asked her, what would you change, if anything, from the last 4 years from the Biden administration? What would you have done differently? She said she wouldn't change anything. She said she wouldn't change anything. I know that. Y'all know that. Cardi B knows that. So this is the same Cardi B few months ago talking about how she isn't going to endorse any candidates, right? Because of how effed up things are. And we all know Kamala said she wouldn't change anything. But let's look at Cardi B now.
What's up, y'all?
And this is hilarious too. Because this is how you know the speech wasn't genuine. Her teleprompter, I guess something turned off. So she couldn't read off the teleprompter, so she had to read the shit off her phone. And she could barely read her own handwriting off her phone.
Hey guys, 1 second. Okay. So I don't take lightly the call. Sorry guys, I'm a little nervous. I need patience over here. Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here.
So Patience is her assistant. Patience is her assistant, who's, I guess, is going to bring her the backup for her speech.
Because we're going to make sure we have Kamala Harris in office for 8 years. Thank you.
Now, she finally has her script. Let's go.
All right. Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for having me. I do not take lightly the culture show up. Let me like how she got there. Hold on. Let me warm up. Yeah. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't gonna vote this year. I wasn't. But Kamala Harris joining the race, she changed my mind. I did not have faith on any candidate until she joined the race and said the things that I wanted to hear. I believe in every word that comes out of her mouth. She's passionate.
She believes in every word that comes out of her mouth. Oh shit, there's an echo? Okay, damn. All right, I'll try to fix that. Damn it. But you hear that? She says she believes in every word that comes out of her mouth. Let's go.
She's compassionate. Kamala recognized that this country is at risk. That the economy needs to get stronger. That the cost of food and the cost of living is too high. Damn, is it hard for me? She's gonna pass a ban on price gouging on groceries. And she told me that in my face. So she better not lie to me in my face.
I got news for you. She lied. There's no way she can pass a ban on regulating how much things cost. You can't pass a ban on regulating the market. You know what that's called? Communism. All right, let's go.
Yeah. I believe her when she said she will make housing more affordable by providing Americans with $25,000 in down payment assistance.
And we know what that's going to do. That's just going to mess up the housing market. It's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Hold on. I got more. Yeah. She's promising a lot. Trump says he's going to protect women whether they like it or not.
So I want to stop that right there. Real quick. And I want to make a point real quick. She just said, Trump says he's going to protect women whether they like it or not. This is interesting because I'm seeing a lot of black women, a lot of women period, but a lot of black women taking offense to that statement. And number one, they try to flip it into like, damn, how's the audio right now? Jesus Christ, damn. Give me a second. Let's see what I can do. How's the audio right now? How's the audio right now? Somebody tell me, please, because I don't know what the hell is going on. That's how they do you, man. When you on the right side of things, they try to distort your audio and shit. How's the audio right now? Because just somebody let me know. It's chopping up bad. Damn. Okay, it's better now. Somebody says the Dems is on your ass. Damn. That's crazy, man. Damn, I'm up here cooking these folks and now they're trying to get at me. Man, that's crazy. But anyway, my point is, this woman just said, she just expressed her dislike for the fact that Trump said he was going to protect women. Number one, they try to conflate it to the whole reproductive rights thing, which we already talked about, right? But he was actually talking about protecting them from illegal immigrants. But regardless, I find it interesting that the demographic of women who repeatedly whine and cry about being the least protected group on the planet, I find it interesting that they have a problem with that statement. I thought you guys wanted protection. It just goes to show you, it doesn't matter what Trump says, bro. People who are who are 100% on board with the Democrats are going to believe what they want to believe. It ain't even no point in talking to these people. Trump derangement syndrome is real. It's real. It's real. Now, what I want to do is, and hopefully the audio is better at this point. So we saw Cardi B. With her Kamala speech. But I just want to give you guys a good idea. This is the type of people who the Democrats are saying are trying to influence you to get your vote. These are the type of people that they think resonate with you. Let's go. Because I get it myself. Now everybody remembers this speech. All right, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit too. Maybe that's the reason why the echo. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because it's kind of loud, but this is the type of person they think resonates with you. Let's go. Because I get it myself. Niggas must have forgot, my nigga, the shit that I did to motherfucking survive. Like, I had to go straight. I had to go, oh yeah, you wanna fuck me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drug niggas up and I robbed them. This hotel. And I drug niggas She took niggas to hotels, drugged them up, and robbed them. This is the woman who Kamala Harris bought out on stage. This was her star speaker, Cardi B. A low-down, dirty, skanky prostitute who had to drug niggas and rob them to survive. This is the type of pieces of shit that the Democrats think resonate with you. So if they're bringing on pieces of shit like this to resonate with you, what do you think they think of you? They think you're a piece of shit too. That's what they think. That's what they think. But y'all niggas called me crazy because I'm not going with this. Y'all the most, I'm telling you, man, black Democrats are the most hypocritical people on the planet. All of you niggas mad at Diddy. All of you niggas mad at R. Kelly. All of you niggas mad at Bill Cosby. Why you not mad at Cardi B? Why you not mad at Cardi B? Why do Cardi B get a pass? She admitted to it, straight face, no jokes, no nothing. She said it. Let's go back one more time. One more time. It's right there. It's right there for you. Ain't no way in hell I would ever vote for Kamala Harris. Ain't no way in hell. Now let's get to the next topic. All right. Let's get to the next topic. All right. So we got more celebrities. We got more celebrities on the Kamala train. Let's get to Notori, whatever her name is, from Power. Thought this was a very interesting interview that she did on the Breakfast Club. Let's go.
You said, and you don't have to talk about this if you're not comfortable, but you just said that you struggle with the thought of abortion.
Yes.
Why?
I wasn't sure that I wanted to have my first child. Talked about this, but essentially, I think that when I was shooting Power, I became pregnant. It was an unexpected pregnancy, and I'm super blessed. My daughter is amazing, and I'm so glad she's here. But in all honesty, I wrote and directed my first short film. It's called 333, and it's about somewhat an experience that I had, and also the mental anguish of making that choice. And I wanted to use film as a way.
Okay, I can't listen to this shit anymore. I can't listen to this anymore. I can't. There we have it, okay? They're trying to turn this woman into a hero because she contemplated smoking her own child. Bro, this is what they promote to black people. They've got Notori on here propping her up like a hero because she contemplated smoking her own child. They have literally made this election about smoking your children. And it's crazy because they want to give the backstory, right? They want to try to give the background like it's all about women not dying at birth, or who could die from giving birth, and women who have been sexually assaulted, or women who are victims of incest, right? They try to make it seem like that's what it's about, but in actuality, that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let this video keep playing because she's gonna tell you what it's about. She's gonna tell you what it's about.
To give women and people, and there's men, I have Burgundy Baker who stars in it from The Chi, John Clarence Stewart, Vanessa Bell Calloway, and this film 333 just gives us a chance to look at the issue of abortion in not a politicized way, but in a human way, and deal with. So my experience just made me realize, like, even though I was on a hit show. This is season 4 and Power was at its height. I didn't know if I could be a good mother. And I wasn't sure if I would be enough. I didn't know if I was going to make enough money. I didn't know if the show was going to get canceled. Like, there were so many things. I didn't know if I was going to get married, you know, and I didn't. I became a single mom very quickly. So, you know, until I met my husband when my daughter was almost 2, I wasn't really sure. So I'll just say that that's what I channeled, those emotions. And that's also why women's rights and reproductive rights is so important.
So boom, she just said it. She just said it. That's why women's reproductive rights is so important. According to her, women's reproductive rights is important because you never know if you have to make the choice between your career and being a mother. That's important. It's not about women who may die giving birth. It's not about women who have unfortunately been assaulted or women who are victims of incest. It's not about that. It ain't never been about that. It's been about having the right to be sexually irresponsible. It's about having the right not to deal with the consequences of your actions. And currently in America, women are the only ones with that right. Men don't have that right. Men don't have that right. So any man who you call yourself a man out here advocating for bullshit like this, you're not a man. You're just a cuck. You're just a cuck. Any nigga that tell me women's rights, blah, 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 nigga, you a cuck. It ain't about no women's rights. Women got all the rights in the world. Go to court and see how many rights women got and see how many rights you got. Women got more rights than you all day in the paint. This is just one more thing they want to keep that you don't have. You don't have the right. If you slip up and your career is going great and you slip up and get a girl pregnant, you don't have the right to say, oh man, you know what? Look, it's just not a good time for me. I just want to cut all financial ties and responsibilities for this kid. It's just not a good time for me. You don't have that right. You don't have that right, fellas, but they do. As a matter of fact, I would say, shit, it's probably less harmful to not take responsibility for a kid that you can't afford as opposed to killing them. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but damn that. There was a story of a little white boy who got sexually assaulted or molested by his teacher, right? The teacher got pregnant as a result of the molestation. When she got out of jail, she got the baby back and then she collected child support from the victim.
Blood clot.
This is a real story. She collected child support from the victim. So, men, you ain't even safe. If you get sexually violated and you happen to get someone pregnant, as opposed, no matter if you're an adult or a minor, you still are on the hook for the responsibility of that child. But you niggas is out here marching for this, man. I can't stand no grown-ass man out here marching for, well, I ain't gonna say I can't stand you because I got family and friends that are under the spell of foolishness. But I can't stand to see it. As a matter of fact, let's get to the stats, right? Because we're gonna get to this today. We're gonna get to this. Now they say that they're concerned with this whole abortion issue, which Trump doesn't want to ban or anything like that. Trump's pro-abortion to a certain extent. But let's get to the actual facts of why these women are deleting their children. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, here's a chart. Here's a chart right here that shows you. Right? And this is from USA Today, and they took this survey from the Guttmacher Institute. Okay? 1%. Look at it. 1% of the women who delete their children are victims of RAP. 0.5% are the result of incest. So 98.5% of the women who get abortions are doing it from inconvenience. They're deadbeats. Look, okay, let's go. 74%. Having a baby would dramatically change my life. Imagine if a man said that and didn't want to pay child support. I can't afford a baby now. 73%. Don't want to be a single mother or having relationship problems. 48%. I have completed my childbearing. 38%. This is crazy, bro. And let's go to the whole thing, because there's one thing they like to do, right? They like to always say, well, this is especially important for black women because black women are the most vulnerable when it comes to maternal deaths, right? Basically, when you're giving birth, black women are allegedly the most vulnerable when it comes to that, right? I'm going to show you the nationwide numbers for women who die because of pregnancy. All right, and this is on the CDC. This is from Joe Biden's CDC.gov, right? This is a report from 2018 to 2022. All right, what does that say? You know what, let me make that larger. All right. This report updates a previous one that showed maternal mortality rates from 2018 to 2021. In 2022, 817 women died of maternal causes in the United States, compared to 1,205 in 2022, 861 in 2020, 754 in 2019, and 658 in 2018. Now, granted, what's interesting about 2021? Why is 2021 drastically different from the rest of the years? Why is it drastically different? Could be the jab. Blood clot. Could be the jab, but that's a side note, right? The major point I want to make here is there are 300 million people in America, roughly. 800 to 1,000 people per year who die over one thing is not a very significant amount. It is not the crisis that they're trying to portray it as. This is not a crisis. They like to say the majority of the black women are exponentially at risk for dying at birth. Okay, so in 2022, 817 people died. Let's just say all 817 of them were black women. Let's just hypothetically, even though it wasn't, it's probably more like 200 or 300, right? And God rest their souls. I'm not saying that they deserve to die or anything, but what I'm saying is, let's just say it was all 800 were women. Let's say that, right? Get my calculator out. So, out of roughly 45 million black people, out of roughly 45 million black people, right? Out of roughly 45 million black people, we're talking about well under 1%, well under, like, decimals, 0 decimals to the right of 1% of black women who this actually affects. As a matter of fact, you could probably put this category of deaths under more so of a random category like car accidents than you can for like a serious threat to the health of the entire country. But this is how the Democrats package it, because they know that once you start giving black folks, especially black women, right, a way out to be a victim, they're going to eat it up all day because that's what we do. That's what we do. They're going to eat that shit all the way up. So, I mean, we showed you the stats. There's not a lot of people dying from pregnancies. And the majority of the people who unalive their children are doing it because it was inconvenient. So we can put the whole reproductive rights thing to bed. That's not a real issue in the black community. It's not a real issue. But anyways, we're going to keep on going. I got some other things I want to show you. Let's get to the black men. Let's get to the black men and the corniness behind some of these black men I'm seeing. All right, so first up, we got Vic Mensa. We got Vic Mensa at the the BET Black Men's Summit for voting. All right, I got to show y'all this. This is crazy.
Yeah. To me at this time.
Hold
so,
on.
yeah.
Let's get to it. Where's Vic Mensa at? All right, check this out, bro.
Maternal mortality rates among.
What happened?
Maternal mortality rates among black women are exponentially higher in.
Uh-oh. Damn, what the hell happened? Hold on, give me a second. Oh, they're trying to tell me they removed my content. Hold on. Shit. Damn. So Instagram's telling me they removed my content. Hold on, let me see if I can reload my Instagram page. Give me a second so I can show y'all that video. This is crazy. They out to get me today, y'all. They out to get me, bro. This is crazy. Y'all saw that live. Instagram, it deleted my shit. And I didn't even say nothing wrong. But anyway, let's go. Let's get back to this cook session. Let's get back to this barbecue. Let's get back to this barbecue. Hold on. Let's get back to this barbecue. Let's go. This Negro at. Here we go.
Men are exponentially higher in states with Republican-led abortion ban. As black men, our primary responsibility.
Now, did we just hear that? Did we just hear that? He just said the same thing we just debunked. Everybody knows that black maternal death rates are exponentially higher than any other community and blah, blah, blah. Get out of here, bro. Get out. It's not true. It's not true. And we just proved it. We just proved it. Let's go.
In this humanity is to protect. Yes, indeed. That's why we. And I think protecting black women begins and ends listening to them about what makes them feel safe. And they overwhelmingly support the right to choose what happens with their body. A majority of over 70.
What makes them feel safe? Okay. So the right to go out here, screw who you want, willy-nilly, raw diggity dog, get pregnant and not take care of your natural responsibility as a woman. That's what you're most afraid of. If that's the case, I'm not getting down with that. I'm not getting down with that. Shout out to Emmanuel Alonzo. What's up, my bro, my dog? Let's go. He says, I've noticed all the celebs coming to support Kamala also partied with Diddy for many years. The ones who are front and center: Beyonce, Usher, John Legend, Jennifer Lopez, and many others, and Cardi B, who admitted to drugging and robbing people. This administration seems to like a certain type of human. Yeah, they like degenerates. They like degenerates because they think you're a degenerate. That's why they keep wheeling out degenerates to get the black vote.
85 to 80%. I remember when Trump was president last, and my sister was living in Memphis. I'm from Chicago. There was a KKK rally in Memphis, Tennessee at the time, and I just remember how unable I felt to protect her, and that's a direct correlation to that becoming another possible.
These niggas are so weak, bro. These niggas are so weak. This Negro is supposed to be a rapper, right? He's supposed to be a big time tough rapper from Chicago. He's got plenty of lyrics where he's talking tough about getting guns and doing this and beating somebody's ass and doing this. But now he's on this BET summit on national TV talking about how when Trump was president, right, there was some imaginary march in Memphis of the KKK, which I don't see, because anybody who ever been to Memphis before knows good and damn well. I mean, you got to be a bold motherfucker to go to Memphis on some shit like that, because Memphis is not a joke. But anyway, this Negro is supposed to be this big tough rapper crying and whining about some toothless hillbillies that live hundreds and hundreds of miles away from any relevant city doing something to him. Toothless hillbillies. Let's be honest. The KKK is a joke at this point. The KKK is a joke. Toothless hillbillies that live hundreds of miles away from any city that any nigga's in. You were scared and you a coward, because you real tough when you talking about doing something to other niggas that live right in the same city as you. But for some reason, toothless hillbillies on old ass horses with shotguns, all of a sudden they scare you. Get the hell out of here, man. These niggas are clowns, man. I'm gonna let this nigga finish talking and we'll go to the next one, man.
Ability just the emboldening of the people who seek to destroy us and destroy our mother, sisters, nieces, and the women in our lives. So I think that
this is a men's summit, and all these niggas talking about is women.
It's an issue of paramount importance to us and to me. Maternal mortality rates among.
All right, so that's what this clown ass nigga had to say. Now let's get to DL Hughley. Let's get to DL Hughley, because his shit was just as dumb. DL at. This clown. Hold on. Damn, where's DL? Hold on. Can't find DL. Here we go.
And Flavor Flav. So I don't know how somebody did it. But there is a belief that immigrants are taking our jobs. You've heard that, right?
Yeah, but not in Atlanta.
So here we go. We got rich Negroes on the stage, right, talking about jobs. What does Jermaine Dupri know about jobs? And we're talking about a nationwide problem, right? Because it's not a secret. Illegal immigration is a problem, right? But you got these well-to-do ass bougie, even though we just seen what's going on in Chicago. We just saw nothing, it's not. Well, the city of Chicago that has a lot of black people in it is now upping their property taxes by $300 million, because they're currently in a $400 million deficit, and they're already in a $1 billion deficit for next year. Trying to tell the masses of black men that illegal to the people of Chicago whose fucking property taxes are going through the roof. These people are so ignorant.
You do hear that, and whenever you hear that, say that, because I know in Michigan and Wisconsin and a lot of Rust Belt say that I've never.
Somebody tell me, how's the audio now? I don't know what the hell's going on today. Y'all gotta bear with me. They really trying to shut me down. We never had this problem. At least I don't think I have.
When you go, I should be knowing that right there. So even there's the attempt to fragment. The one thing I will say that are disrespect, whether you black or white, he's giving you somebody to look down. Giving you somebody to look down on, and that is a commodity. And that is is for some people. Talk to Mark. Looking all fly. Look at you.
Right. So that's what he had to say about immigration. Tell me that these black people are crazy.
It's on Movement Day at a open shelter day at a newly opened shelter with some protests from neighbors. And that same drama is playing out tonight over a park on the west side.
You want to take a little resource
running high over a plan to turn the Adamson Park.
All right, guys. How's the audio now? How about now? I see everybody says it's chopping up. Let me know, how's it sound right now? God damn, it says it's going even worse now. Okay. Jesus, man. I really don't know what to do. It's crazy. I mean, my man BC from the BX says, ironically, IG is not allowing me to post any stories on my feed related to Trump. That's what it is, bro. Like I do this show just like this every week. There's never no problems. It is what it is. We just gotta keep pushing, man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, that proposal is tonight that was standing room only.
Casey Cron has that part of the story.
With unanswered questions. Their main fear that when migrant fate will be stripped away. Within seconds, to speak their minds took center stage.
If you would answer right with my, and we're not anti-migrants, but it shouldn't be on our back.
Still unclear. 29th Ward Alderman Chris Taliaferro tension. Right. Settle tension.
And once again, people, this is all their fault. Who they voted for? But DL, you know, he gets on the of illegal immigration. I had a couple of other things I wanted to talk about tonight, but I don't think I'm going to do today. Excuse me. Chopped up in and chopped down my, giving you example after example after example of black celebrity. Can also give you examples of boomers in their Trump. Today is the day. Already voted, and you're you're thinking that you may or may not, bro. You gotta go.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest?
to a point in American history where it's about you smoking your kid and girls being boys. Okay, one called us reproductive rights crap, but at the same time, these were the same people for not getting that bullshit ass jab. Then they hit them with a phony ass pandemic. Then they hit them with a damn. I gotta see what's going on. I can't mess up the money on YouTube over here, so I'll holler at y'all.